Hey guys, and welcome back to this video. Now in this particular video I'm going to telling you about priorities inside a CSS, and in this scenario we are going to be learning some basic concept about the priorities. That what if we add a classes for multiple times on the system and in the CSS file, and which will work properly in that case scenario. I wanted to explain you that before we jump on to the another part of it. Let's get started. Now what I will do, I will just go on to HTML file. I will just remove what we did in the past, and we'll just create a, let's say, a header. Okay, I will put header there and say, hi, I am Sanket. Okay, so here I'm going with the Sanket. Now inside CSS, let me just increase the volume of my sound so that I can hear it very clearly. Okay, now let's remove this and I will say header, and inside header I can just go for color with aquamarine, save it, and if we jump onto this system, okay, you can see, so it will work properly. But what if we add dot header, and again I'm going for the color of let's say black. Okay, in this case scenario, what do you think, that which color will be picked up by the CSS or the browser? What do you think? Just pause the video and think about it. Okay, now let's jump into it. Okay, its color is black. Now I hope you get the point. CSS is going with line by line code, and that's why he picked up what is going with the last, okay, which is a better priority. Okay, and this kind of concept that I wanted to clear up with you so that you will be able to understand how the things are going up inside the CSS, because this problem will face you will face in some of the case scenarios when you write your code to create a web page. So I wanted to just explain you that how this can be able to solve. Okay, now let's move forward, and what I will tell you that which have a better priority, like classes or IDs. Okay, now here ID hide, let's say head. Okay, save it. And what if I picked head, and I will say color brown, save it. Now what do you think, what's going up? It's a brown color. Okay, but you might be thinking like, hey, it's going on the line by line, so always head is going to be first. No, ID has its own priority. So if I cut it out and paste it at the top of it, save it, whatever you see, ID has a great priority than class. So, and that's why the color of ID will be picked up as a priority, is the first priority. Okay, so this thing is also needs to cover before we jump onto another part of it. And yeah, but in that case, what you can do, if you wanted to just apply this color, you can say the priority with the help of important keyword, and if you jump into it, you can see the color is changed. So this kind of important keyword is helpful when you wanted to pick up as important. Okay, so you can use this keyword as well. And there are a couple of keywords which you might haven't seen yet, but inside the CSS that are already presented. But I'm personally not accepting it, or I'm not using it, and that's why I can tell you all the keywords about CSS. Okay, okay. Now in that case, let's say we have a heading tag, right? We have heading tag which has a class name of, let's say, active, and that's where it gives a priority as well. Like if I put h1.header and save it, move it, it's also important because of this important keyword. But if I save it, yeah, okay, we have an ID as well, so we can define it as well. Save it. Okay, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I got the point. It's not a division, it's a h1. It's my fault actually. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, save it, move it. Okay, great. Now if I put a header inside, let's say next, I think. Okay, this is also important point, that if you specify the tag, and after that you specify the class which has a great priority, you can say selector specificity is 011, and if I jump onto here, the selector specificity will be 010. So the more specificity will be goes to the h1 tag which has a header class name. Okay, I hope you get the point. Right, So that's that's it for this video. I hope you get the point about the priorities inside a CSS. In later couple of videos, we are actually going to be talking about some more properties inside a CSS, and I hope that will help you as we go forward. Okay, let's see you in the next one. Okay.